Mountaintop has lost an iconic pizzeria. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
A fire destroyed Adelina's restaurant and pizzeria in Wright Township early Tuesday. The fire started in the kitchen, and the intense flames and smoke prevented firefighters from entering.
This is bumming me out, and you got to be kidding me, Kate. Adelina's Pizza, my sanctuary, it's gone. I'm wondering, did the pizza oven just throw a tantrum and say, look, I'm done slinging dough, let's burn this place to the ground? This is Northeast PA, Kate. We don't lose pizza places to infernos. We lose them to fistfights over thin crust versus Old Forge or something like that.
No one was injured since the restaurant was empty. State police fire marshals are investigating, but they don't suspect foul play. The fire closed Route 309 until 9 a.m., disrupting morning commutes.
So there you are. Yesterday morning, 2 for Tuesday, heading into work. 309 shut down. People stuck in their Subarus fantasizing about the gooey slices and munching on week-old tasty cakes from their glove box. The state police are just investigating. What's the crime scene? Rebellious pepperoni plotting a mutiny? We're sick of being extra topped, Sarge. We're going to get them.
Investigation is ongoing, and we'll update you as we learn more about the possibility of rebuilding.
Fingers crossed. They better rebuild, Kate. You know, I'm not surviving on gas station pizza, okay? If you ever bite into one of those things, it's like chewing a hubcap slathered in ketchup. Pizza with heart. Adelina's had heart. Those slices were like edible love poems from your Italian grandma.
It is no doubt a tough day for NEPA foodies.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to cry. Now we're just pizza orphans wandering in the Northeast PA wilderness. I'm just going to need like a minute or two, just a bit, to mourn.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Pennsylvania's primary election had very low voter turnout yesterday. Apparently, Pennsylvanians are too busy deciding between Wawa and Sheetz to pick a candidate. NFL owners voted yes to Olympic flag football. They say it's low risk. Yeah, tell that to the quarterback who's going to pull a hammy chasing a flag like it's the last slice of pizza at the team buffet. The CEO of Bath & Body Works has resigned. Turns out she couldn't hold a scented candle to the previous CEO.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107. We all have a set of guiding principles, the preconceptions and generalizations regarding fundamental issues of one's life and of the entire world. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, we tend never to abandon our beliefs. These are things Prospector believes on Rock 107.
I believe my neighbor is a vampire, not because he never comes outside, but because he recycles at 3 a.m. I believe it's wrong to call a man's beard a face sweater, a chin rug, or a soup strainer, but lip foliage is just fine. I believe love is the purest, most magical thing, especially when it comes with a prenup.
Well, now we know the reason he turned out the way he did. That was Things Prospector Believes on Rock 107.
I'm guessing PennDOT's new slogan is pave it and they'll race it. Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
PennDOT's rolling out a new policy letting ATV and UTV riders use certain state highway sections as connector roads between trailheads. It's all about expanding access for riders and giving a boost to the local economy.
Oh, great, Kate. Good. Because you know what every highway needs is a guy in a camo doing 46 on a four-wheeler with a deer strapped to the back. I can't wait to see a gaggle of ATV riders circling the roundabouts and merging on 81 near the airport.
Relax, Prospector. The policy lets municipalities pick specific road sections and request PennDOT's approval. It comes after a successful pilot program in the northern tier that showed big economic gains and more riding opportunities.
All right, economic gains like Bubba's Bait Shop selling an extra case of Red Bull. I'm picturing a dude popping wheelies in the pass lane yelling, "Hold my beer!"
Well, the idea is to make it easier for ATV enthusiasts to navigate between trails.
Which I actually am on board with. I'm on board with making it easier for folks to recreate in Pennsylvania. And if this works like they think it will, that would be great. But I'm trepidatious, to say the least.
Municipalities need to pass a resolution for approval, so it's not a free-for-all. It's about supporting outdoor recreation and local businesses.
Next, they're going to let snowmobiles on the Northeast extension of the Turnpike in July. It's for the economy. Sure, the economy of tow trucks and ER visits, but still.
The pilot program proved it works, Prospector. Riders get more access to Pennsylvania trail networks, and businesses see more traffic. It's a win-win, as long as it's managed right.
And managed right. This is Pennsylvania, Kate. We can't manage potholes, let alone ATVs zigzagging through traffic. I do love outdoor recreation, and even though ATVs aren't my thing, I hope it works, because it's harder and harder for folks riding those things to find legal places to do so. Hopefully it's not ruined by some guy hauling a hot tub on his quad going, trail life, dude! He's classic rock. Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, I think it's important for us as people, as a species, to understand each other a little bit better.
Well, we can take a step towards doing that if we spend a little time in each other's heads.
And we'll start with the ladies on Rock 107.
Another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
It's great to be back at the lake for Memorial Day. And all the regulars are back. Guy with a reptile on his shoulder and a story to tell you about it. Woman who thinks she still rocks a bikini but is somehow unaware of the flab spillage. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm totally jealous of her confidence. Oh, there's the guy with the out-of-control barking dog that I'm convinced never got all its shots, if any. And the woman with tattoos of her children's faces. I think they're smiling? So many ways to honor your kids without immortalizing them on your thigh. And then there's me, chalky white, long short, sun hat that just blew away. And I dropped my car keys somewhere. Where's the guy with the metal detector when you need him?
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
Rock 107 traffic is brought to you by Vanscoy Diamond Mine on Mundy Street. Mundy Street. That's Mundy Street.
Watching election results crawl by.
It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
Kate, before the commercials, we did something enlightening.
Spent a minute inside a woman's head.
But now it's time for a man's head.
But a man's attention span is so much shorter.
Huh? What?
Exactly.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Oh, man, are those big. Uh-oh. Did I just say that out loud?
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
It's like while they're exercising, like they're Scorsese or something like that, and you're just waiting for that holy grail, and then, bam! Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107. So, Kate, I'm out walking with my dog Puka the other day, walking down North Washington Avenue in Scranton, minding my own business, got my little jog there, we're just having a good time, and I spot this jogger, but she's not just jogging, she's got the phone out, and she's FaceTiming. I can see her holding the phone to her face, FaceTiming, because now she's like just kind of gets in front of me, and I see that she's talking to somebody on the phone. She's chatting away, dodging people, crossing streets, hopping over sidewalks, like she's multitasking her way to the Oscar for best jogging gossip.
Prospector, this woman is one uneven stretch of pavement away from a viral blooper reel.
Right, yeah, exactly. So I'm watching her, and then she's got this intensive vibe, and she's spilling tea mid-stride. She's weaving through the pedestrians. Oh, there's a tree root. Jump over that, holding the phone like it's her lifeline to a group chat. And I'm thinking, lady, you're jogging. You're not hosting a talk show.
Yeah, spoiler alert, the sidewalk is not in script.
Called it right, Kate. That's exactly what happened. She's jogging alone, phone up, dishing the gossip, and finally, boom, wham, she hits something in the sidewalk, and it's like slow motion chaos. Arms flailing, the phone's flying, she's going down. It's like a cartoon character slipping on a banana peel. I'm standing there, mouth open, thinking, did her buddy just get a front row seat to see that tumble on the phone?
And this woman's out here risking it all to keep the FaceTime vibes going for her friend's entertainment.
I guess, but her phone's skidding across the pavement, and if it's still on, it's capturing that shaky Scott of the curb coming up, and whoever's on the other end of the phone's got to be cackling. But the kicker is, she gets up, dusts herself off, and I'm like, are you all right? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then she just picks the phone up, like, let me finish this. I'm like, you just ate concrete, and you're worried about spilling the tea here? What's going on?
Of course she kept talking.
I mean, you got to give her points for dedication. She's out there jogging, keeping her friend in the loop, like it's some kind of live podcast. But maybe next time, just put the phone down, just run, enjoy the breeze, and wait till you're safely on your sofa for the FaceTime sesh.
Exactly. The group chat doesn't need a shaky POV of your epic wipeout.
You know what, though? There's kind of a good part to that. You're jogging, you're multitasking, you're FaceTime, and you do the wipeout. She got up, she walked away, and now her friend's got something she could upload to America's Funniest Videos.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
An 87-year-old guy in Montreal was out for a walk last Thursday when he had a heart attack, and a random stranger saved his life. They did CPR for 20 minutes until paramedics got there, then vanished and
On the radio,
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
It's hard to force cats to do anything they don't want to do. So maybe this cat wanted to be a drug mule. Prison officials in Costa Rica caught a cat trying to smuggle drugs behind bars last week. They captured it climbing over a fence with 236 grams of marijuana and 68 grams of heroin strapped to its back. Officials believe the cat was deployed by someone to smuggle drugs to prisoners inside, because the alternative is the cat was acting on its own. They cut the drugs off the cat and handed it over to animal care to have it checked out. The cat is okay and is not facing any charges. They're searching through security footage to figure out who's behind the cat mule, and it probably wasn't the sharpest person because the cat is mostly white and it was unleashed at night, making it easier to spot.
Nominee number 2.
A nun, bourbon, and pigs. That's a wild crime cocktail. Michael Sutherland, a 49-year-old from Gates, New York, pleaded guilty in federal court to a murder-for-hire scheme. Court records stated Sutherland offered an informant $1,000, an Easy Pass transponder, and a bottle of wild turkey bourbon to kill a romantic rival and feed the body to pigs at a farm. The plan included renting a van from a nun for $250. An undercover agent posing as a hog farmer met with Sutherland to discuss the details. Sutherland's then-girlfriend reportedly wanted the victim strapped to a chair for a confrontation, but Sutherland preferred minimal involvement, requesting proof of the act. He faces up to 7 years in prison.
And the winner is
the man who plotted to dispose of a rival's body after killing him with the help of a nun. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.